Well, we know they like bananas, but what are their feelings on pumpkins? Here's your spooky spot on the Halloween Illumination Minions Halloween Mystery Ornaments. And a spooky season to all you spewers out there. During the month of Spottober, as an annual tradition here on this channel, this poor guy has to go down to the dark depths and the catacombs of the studio, places that I tend not to go all year round, mainly because nobody tends to clean down there, and a lot of times it has a lot of rats and spiders. Speaking of spooky dwellings, some of you may already be asking why exactly we have this jack-o'-lantern candle here. This was sold to me, by the way. A relatively sus merchant told me this was the best way to communicate with the afterlife. More importantly, one specific individual in the afterlife, Charlie the Ghost. Charlie made a few appearances a few spooky spots ago, and I haven't had any contact with him since. Well, the merchant said all I need to do was turn on this candle, and this would be the best way to communicate with the afterlife. I would imagine it's only solely to talk to Charlie, and I hope we don't talk to any other ghosts instead. Speaking of which, though, I did happen to go to my local Walmart, and I found these. Luckily, I didn't even have to go to the dark areas of the studio to find these. I actually got 4 of these. To be fair, though, there is a lot more than 4. To be fair as well, these cost a spookingly $9.99. Little on the small side, if you ask me. But you can see that there isn't just 4. There's actually a total, I think, of 7. I'm hoping at least the ones that I grabbed, I happen to grab 4 of these. Sorry, what? No, I thought you said something, Charlie. Speaking of which, though, like I had grabbed these with the idea that hopefully each one of these would be a different minion inside. Of course, these come to us from the folks over at Hallmark. And just looking through some, at least the cast of characters that we have here, we have a singular eye minion jack-o'-lantern. We have a minion as Dracula himself. Frankenstein was one dressed as a jack-o'-lantern, a ghost, Bride of Frankenstein. And I'm not really sure specifically. I guess this would just be, would it be a ghost? I guess it would be a glow-in-the-dark version of this one. $9.99. Sorry, what? Okay. Bless you. You sneezed. I'm going to reach off to the side here. I'm going to grab myself a knife. I don't think there is... Oh, there is a way. There is a way. There's a little perforation to the side. Let's see if I can grab this just with my hand. Oh, I didn't even need a knife. I didn't even need a knife. Pull off one of these. Each one of them are contained inside of a capsule. As you can see here, it says on the side here, mystery ornaments. And it's got a big question mark if you didn't already know that the contents were a mystery. Now, I'm just looking at these also as well. I don't see that there's a stamping, anything on this to indicate at least that one is unique from another. Sometimes they have like little serialized numbers. I'm not seeing anything. I ain't seeing jack. As for opening these, I would imagine the best way. Is there a way to open these? Maybe you just... Oh, okay. There's a little... I was going to push this from the top. That would just cause chaos. All you need to really do is just open these from the top here. Oh, and I guess in a way it also stores as a little... it serves as also a chamber. So we're going to pop the first piece off. And I guess, would you be able to imagine? I'd probably be able to stack these on top of one another. And the first one we have is one that I actually was really looking forward to getting, was the Dracula. Now, I don't think these glow in the dark. I'll have to test that theory in a moment. They are made of a very rubbery material. They also have a string. So not to say that you have to have yourself just a Christmas tree during the month of December if you wanted it. I've always really wanted to do this. I haven't even done this yet, is get a little tree set up here for like during Halloween where I can hang some of my ornaments like these, for example. So we've got ourselves a vampire version of a minion. Again, very much of a rubbery material, and there's a string that runs through the top of his head. So if you had yourself a Halloween tree, how many of you have a Halloween tree? Let me know. This would just go on top of your tree or on the side of the tree. What would be on top of it instead of a star? Any ideas? A bloodied hand? I like the way that you think. That wasn't coming, by the way, from the candles. No, it wasn't coming from the candle. Opening up the next container, and when you also were done with these, I suppose you probably could close these back up. Does this go this way? It goes this way. Snaps together. I think there was also Nightmare Before Christmas. Don't quote me on that. Let's open up the second one here. Just pull down the perforation, opening these up onto the side. And again, how do we open these? Just like that. Oh, nice. So already 2 that I was the most looking forward to was the Dracula and, of course, the Frankenstein's monster. So to show you what Dracula looks like, Frankenstein is just a little bit shorter than that. Is that Dave Stewart? I have the hardest time trying to remember some of the names of these minions. But they all have, again, like a little string on the top. I don't know how durable this string will be. I don't think it's breakable. I would imagine it would be breakable. I don't think it's one of those tear-proof strings. I guess they're not that heavy, but they're made of a rubber material, though. Very cool. And again, like looking at the rest of these, Bride of Frankenstein would be so perfect. I don't know. Maybe the ghost. We'll see. We'll see. So we'll open the next perforation, which just happens to be off to the side. Pull that all the way down. Open this completely up. The hardest thing I seem to be facing is just trying to open these up. There we go. And sad to say, oh, we got ourselves another Dracula, which isn't a bad thing. I'll likely keep one for myself. I'll give the other one to my daughter, who was already eyeing these. She said, "Dad, can I have one of these?" I said, "No. Gonna review these first. Then you may be gifted one of these." Let's see, by opening up the last one here. Are these worth going back and picking up another, what, four of these, 3 of these? Well, I probably have to pick up 4 in order to get, obviously, the set of 7. I don't think I would. I think for what I have right now, if I at least get a mystery one in here that I don't already have, as long as it's not a Frankenstein's monster, as long as it's not Dracula, I'm okay. I might just be happy with the ones that I have. The last one that we have is, in fact, different. Yay! Sorry? Yeah, he said yay too. You are Charlie the Ghost, by the way. Flicker once if you're Charlie the Ghost. Okay, you flickered a couple of times. The last one we have, in fact, is the Minion's Ghost. Woo! So, and then to give that just a size idea of what it looks like, it's about the same size as Dracula. It's obviously bigger here than Frankenstein's monster. These are fun, though. But at $9.99, I mean, I guess $9.99 isn't all that bad of a price, considering really what blind bag figures tend to go for now. They're usually like, what, $12 to $14. I suppose just under $10 plus tax. Of course, we can't forget about tax. Some of the spookiest things is just actually adding tax to whatever you're buying in stores. I have $10, and then the person who was working behind the register desk is just like shaking their head, like, no, you need more. Do I need my soul as well? They just give you that blank stare. Of course, we've got the ghost, we've got ourselves Frankenstein's monster, and we got ourselves Dracula. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. And of course, when you're done, you can always put them back in their prisons. I don't know if they necessarily need to breathe. They're monsters after all. Oh, that's not fair. But monsters really still need oxygen like everybody else, except for the creature from the Black Lagoon. And you could probably also debate the idea that ghosts don't really need to breathe either oxygen. Sorry, what? Ghosts do need oxygen? Oh, poltergeists need oxygen. Wait, there's a Anyways. Putting these back together, though, I feel like they're just a case. Yeah, you just snap the two together. So if you wanted to, you really could keep these together. And I suppose you could stack them as well, although they're not really intended to be stacked. Have you guys had the chance to pick up any of these? Let me know down below in the comment section. I did find these, by the way, at Walmart. $9.99 a piece. That's not all you need, though. So don't just be walking in with a tenner, throw that down on the counter, and expect to walk away with one of these.'You'll be walking away with something, and it won't be one of these. You'll probably be walked off by, assuming that you're probably not going to be putting these in your pocket. Don't put them in your pocket. Or you'll be being walked out by a police officer instead. Today's spooky spot, if I can find the wrapper here, we were actually looking at the new Hallmark. This was the Minions Halloween Mystery Ornaments. Doesn't have to just be Christmas when you can decorate a tree. If you want to decorate a tree during Halloween, I'm not going to judge you at all. If you guys have picked these up, let me know down below in the comments section. If you guys certainly did enjoy this video, do it a solid, throw it a like. If you guys want to stick around for more, I hope so. Hit the subscribe, turn on that bell, and of course, make sure that you're coming back. I will be here. The person that currently is living inside the candle here, I am only hoping it is Charlie the Ghost, is going to be here also as well throughout the month of Spottober. So I hope you guys come back for that. As always, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.